Now, so far, all the message boxes that we've been working with don't look very different. Other than changing the message that's in here, they still look very much the same with an OK box, blank white background, and a title that says Microsoft Excel. Now, with a little bit of maths and some writing of Visual Basic commands, you can actually go and change the design and the layout of the message box. Now let me show you Helpsheet MAC4 to give you a better idea. So here is a message box that appears in Microsoft Word, and you can see there are lots of different features to it. Now what you can do is this, as I said, with a little bit of maths. Now, there are different types of message buttons that you can get. So you can get a message box with an OK button or a message box with a yes, no, cancel button. And they all have different values, in this case 0 up to 5. You can also add in your own icons in the message boxes, and these message box icons have different numbers too. So if I wanted to use an OK button with a warning triangle, that would be 0 plus 48, which makes 48. If I wanted to use an abort, retry, ignore message button, that would be 2 with a cross, that would be 16, and that would be 18. Because what you need to do and how to actually change your message boxes is to alter the Visual Basic command. So here, if I highlight this, is what you wish to change it to. So the way it works is we write message box, we remove the bracket. The first bit is what goes in down here. Then we put a comma and the number, which is related to the number of buttons we want and the type of icon. And then finally, at the end, inside quotation marks and comma, is what's going on at the title. So let's see if we can do that by changing our OK button only. So it's going to remain 0, and I think I'm going to add in a triangle, so that makes 48. So if I now go back and find my Visual Basic commands, here it is here for the stretch macro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alter this message box here. Now to alter this message box, let me just click OK to get rid of that and go back in. So to alter this message box, I'm going to first of all remove this bracket, and then I'm going to remove that bracket there. So now what I've got is the first part to my message. That's the bit that goes inside the box. Then what I do is I place a comma. Now ignore all this material, because actually this is the computer wanting you to choose a particular type of button, but we know ours is 0 plus 48, which makes 48. So type in 48 like that, then press a comma, and now we're going to write in our title words. So I'm going to write welcome to my fitness spreadsheet. So there's my title. End by putting quotation marks like that, and now I've got a message that's got 3 parts to it. The main part, the 48, which tells me the type of message box and type of icon, and my title. So let's go over here, let's click on the spreadsheet, let's go back to welcome, and let's see whether it works. So let's click on stretch, and there we go. I've got my warning triangle, and you can see up here I've got my change title, and I didn't change the message box. It's still a normal OK box. If I click OK, off we go. Now I can go back in and I can change this like this. So for example, if I go back again and have a look at my my MAC4, my Mac4 help sheet, what if I want to choose yes, no, cancel? That's 3, and have this question marks, that's 32, that makes 35. Okay, I'm going to change the number in here to 35, but I'm not going to change any of that. Let's go back to welcome, click on it, and there you go, a completely different message. Now, in a later help sheet, you will find out how to actually program these buttons so that when you click on them, they do as they say. But at the moment, if I press no, like this, I still go to the spreadsheet. But that just simply tells you how to go and change types of message boxes, putting in new headings, and also adding in particular icons.